Hi, Shinji. Carmina here. Thank you so much for registering for my upcoming holistic nutrition workshop and for sharing with me your detailed look into your meals. I can see that you're already making some solid choices, which is a great starting point. So, what I'm seeing is that you are eating healthy, but are you eating right for your goals? That's why I wanted to take a few minutes to record this video for you. Now, before we dive in, just a standard disclaimer. This is for informational purposes only. I'm not a doctor, nutritionist, or dietitian, so make sure that you do the necessary checks before you implement anything new. Okay? So, here's the thing. I can tell. I entered the information that you sent me. I plugged them into my fitness pal, and it gave me a really nice summary of what your eating looks like. And yes, you are working hard. You're eating healthy. As you shared, you're going to the gym 6 times a week, which is a lot, right? And so you have to eat in proportion of that to sustain the energy that you're expending, right? And I know that you still feel that even though you are on the right track, you're still not seeing the goals that you want. And that can feel so frustrating, right? And like you're stuck in a routine, in a plateau, despite your best efforts, right? So you want to feel stronger, you want to feel more in control of your fitness, of your weight, and finally see the fruits of all your hard work in the gym. So I want to thank you again for bringing up these questions because they will definitely help others who, like you, are training hard but haven't cracked the code on matching their nutrition to their fitness goals, right? But if you've already fine-tuned your diet and you're seeing great results, obviously feel free to skip this video, right? But for those who are still looking to optimize, let's take a closer look at what those numbers tell us, right? So let's start with your breakfast. You're getting protein, you're getting some healthy fats and fiber from almond, eggs, and bananas. This is a solid base, but it might be a bit too much, too carb heavy with the two bananas in the morning because that can lead to a quick energy spike followed by a crash, right? So to balance it out, you could swap one of the bananas for some low carb veggies like spinach or bell peppers, or add some Greek yogurt for more protein and probiotics. Now, for lunch, I love the variety. It's fantastic. You have your oven baked chicken and veggies that provide you with the protein and the fiber. And the boiled eggs is a nice touch, right? More protein. Also, I would suggest if you're not already doing that, make sure that you're having some healthy fats in there, like olive oil or avocado. And that could help make this meal even more satisfying and support your muscle recovery post your gym sessions. Now, for dinner, for your pasta options, since pasta can be a bit higher in refined carbs, you might want to try swapping it out for whole grain or legume based pasta for a slower energy release. And if you can, add even more veggies to bulk up the meal while you're keeping the calories in check, right? The boiled sweet potatoes and the sardines are they are nutrient dense, right? Especially with those omega 3s from the sardines. But adding more non-starchy vegetables like leafy greens or broccoli would give you more satiety and a wider range of nutrition. Okay. So dinner, as you mentioned, is essentially a repeat of lunch, which is very convenient. For the purpose of this exercise, though, I put one of your other options just so we can see how it all balanced out. So overall, we just want to make sure that you're getting enough variety throughout the week so that it doesn't get boring for you. Unless you like boring, which is totally fine, right? And you can eat the same things over and over again. But if you're really pushing yourself at the gym, as it sounds like you are, well, you might want to consider slightly increasing your post workout protein intake so that you can support the muscle growth. Okay. A bit more lean protein or an extra serving of vegetables can go a long way for recovery. Now, you mentioned that you drink protein shakes at least twice a day. It's great that you're incorporating them into your meals and after your workouts and things like that. Just make sure though that the shake has enough protein. So we're looking for 20 to 30 grams post workout. That's ideal. And also, we want to watch out for the sugar, right? Want to make sure that there is minimal sugar added, right? Because again, the goal is to maximize muscle repair without overloading on unnecessary calories, which protein shakes, if you're not careful about the brand and reading the ingredient list, that can sneak up on you. Okay. So here are my overall suggestions for you. Number one, balance your carbs. Like you've got some carb heavy meals, like I said at the beginning, with the bananas, the pasta, the sweet potatoes. It's, carbs are good. Like we want to have some carbs, but try spacing them out, or swapping them for complex carbs or fiber rich veggies. Okay. Number two, make sure to add healthy fats to your diet, right? Because you're going to benefit from things like avocado, nuts, olive oil, especially around the workout times to help support your recovery. Number three, watch your meal timing. Like you're doing really good with the protein, but if you're feeling low energy or you're hitting plateaus, you might want to experiment with spreading your protein even more throughout the day, right? Because you can see in the protein column, you're doing pretty good. And this is, again, I'm just guesstimating. That's the average macros for somebody. Like you are, like the recommended amount would be 145, you got 109. Again, this is not exactly for you because I don't have all your details. But in general, we want to make sure that we're eating enough protein throughout the day, especially if, like you are putting some serious time at the gym. Okay. So now let's bust some myths, shall we? Okay. Now, many people think that if they're eating clean, then they should automatically see results. But the reality is, nutrition needs to be balanced and tailored to your specific goals. Sometimes we unknowingly overconsume certain foods like carbs, and we miss out on essential nutrients like healthy fats that are key for recovery and muscle gains. Sometimes we undereat. I mean, we don't feed ourselves enough for the amount of energy that we expend throughout the day. So we have to watch out for both. And I'm sure that you've likely heard that carbs before workout give you energy, or that, sorry, or that all fats are bad. Well, these are oversimplifications that can actually hinder your progress, right? And remember, more protein shakes don't always equal more muscle mass, right? Because it's about timing and balance with whole foods for optimal muscle repair. So the principle of personalized nutrition, of balance, and mindful eating, which I will cover more of in the workshop, are key, right? Eating for your goals is not just about fueling your workout, it's also about supporting your metabolism and recovery, right? The belief that will transform your approach is this, Chingy: consistency over perfection. Okay. And not, it's, when you think about nutrition, right? It's not about just the exercise. Exercise is great, but nutrition is where 80% of your results is going to come from. Okay. So when you align your food intake with your fitness efforts, you'll be able to break through your goals. You'll feel more energized, you'll see progress, and you'll feel more satisfied with your overall health. If you don't adjust your nutrition to fit your goal, you may continue to feel stuck and see slower results in the gym, right? Because if we're not providing the body with the energy it needs to sustain the level of activity that we are asking it to produce, then we are going to run ourselves into the ground and the progress is going to stop. Okay, so to sum it up, in order to reach your goals, it is crucial to balance your carbs, incorporate more healthy fats, and spread your protein intake throughout the day. Okay. Again, I'm going to say it until you're sick of me and until you're sick of hearing me say it. Nutrition is just as critical, actually, is more critical than exercise. Okay. When it comes to muscle gain and weight loss. Okay. There's this saying that I really love. It says, abs are made in the kitchen, not in the gym. So if you want to if you want to dive deeper into these frameworks, I would encourage you to show up live to the Holistic Nutrition Workshop for which you already registered, right? I'm going to be breaking down those frameworks, those strategies to make healthy eating a breeze. That is my goal for the workshop. Thank you again for submitting that your question. Take care and bye for now.